AI here, AI there, we are seeing AI everywhere. But what exactly is artificial intelligence? I recently heard somebody define it this way. He said, artificial intelligence is the new spam. And that's not completely false. I mean, many companies are giving us artificial intelligence features that we are not paying for, we're not asking for, and maybe we don't even want them. But even when there's some truth to that definition, I bet we can come up with a better one. Perhaps a more inspiring definition of artificial intelligence. So let's do this. See if you know a clear definition of artificial intelligence. Take a few seconds to see if in your mind, in your recent memory, you have a clear and concrete definition of artificial intelligence. Take a few seconds to do that. Maybe even pause the video if you need it. And ready? Chances are you don't have one. You don't have a definition, you don't know a definition, and there's a very good reason for that. There isn't one. There's actually not a single definition that is generally accepted of artificial intelligence. And moreover, there can't be one. It cannot exist. There's a pretty good reason behind that, and it's that the industry is always changing, technology is always evolving, the discoveries, the advancements, the applications, and even the expectations of what technology should and shouldn't do are changing every single day. So let me take you back in time to the very first time that the term artificial intelligence was used. It was in 1955 when John McCarthy made a proposal, a copy of which I have here, and I can send you a copy if you would like me to. Its name is A Proposal for the Dartmouth Summer Research Project on Artificial Intelligence. Straightforward. The very first time in history that the term artificial intelligence is used, he says that it should be studied. And the first paragraph of the content of his proposal reads like this. We propose that a 2-month, 10-man study of artificial intelligence be carried out during the summer of 1956 at Dartmouth College. Again, he's so sure that this thing is so important that it has to be studied. And he continues. The study is to proceed on the basis of the conjecture that every aspect of learning or any other feature of intelligence can, in principle, be so precisely described that a machine can be made to simulate it. Amazing. Just to put you in context, by that time, there were about 5 computers total in the whole world. And this man is saying, I see so much potential in this emerging technology that I believe they can be made to simulate any feature of intelligence. Visionary. And he continues. An attempt will be made to find how to make machines solve kinds of problems now reserved for humans. Pay attention to that last line. Solve kinds of problems now reserved for humans. If you think about it carefully, the goal of artificial intelligence has been a moving target all the time from the very beginning. And let me give you a few examples just to illustrate the point. The electronic calculator. I have one, you have one. I'm sure that the device that you're watching this video on has one, but it was not always around. It came to be in the 60s. Before that, doing math, school math, like basic math, was a kind of problem reserved for humans. It was obvious. Nobody would question that. I mean, we had slide rules. I don't know if you know what those were, but humans used them, not machines. Then came the electronic calculator with incredible ability to do basic math. So the conclusion was, it was all the hype about artificial intelligence. We have made it. We have made machines solve problems reserved for humans. It's the success we have been waiting for all this time. Then came the expert, the scientist, saying, oh no, that's not really artificial intelligence, because math, this basic math, it's just a set of rules and mechanical operations, if you will. So it doesn't really require real intelligence to perform that. But you know what does require real intelligence? The game of chess. There's so many possibilities. It's absolutely insane to think that something without intelligence would be able to play chess, successfully. Fast forward about 30 years to the year 1997, and IBM's Deep Blue machine beat the world chess champion at the time, Garry Kasparov, in a game of chess. All the hype again about artificial intelligence, because it had made it. We had finally conquered the final frontier that demonstrates that intelligence can be performed or simulated by machines. We had done it. Then came the experts and the scientists, and they were like, nah, not really. If you really think about it, chess is complex. It has so many possibilities, but in the end, they are limited possibilities. So a machine can actually work with a big number of possibilities because they are limited. It can see one after the other, and in the end, it doesn't really require real intelligence to play chess, not even if you beat the world champion at it. That's not intelligence, that's just a very sophisticated probabilistic machine. But you know what does require real intelligence? There's a much more complex game called Go. No machine whatsoever, not any kind of being without intelligence would be able to beat somebody at the game Go without having real intelligence. Guess what happens next? Move forward to the year 2015, and the computer beats a human at the game Go. And it does it again the next year, and it has continued doing it all the way. But I think you get the idea. The point is that artificial intelligence, in the end, is basically just a bunch of scientists working really, really hard every single day to enable machines to help you in ways that they couldn't help you before. And if you think about it this way, there's actually one definition that does gather this spirit of moving forward all the time. It conveys the changing and evolving nature of artificial intelligence. It was first said by Larry Tesler back in the 70s, and it is: artificial intelligence is whatever machines haven't done yet. Love it. Now, if we know what artificial intelligence is, there's actually a more important question. Why would I care? Why should I care about artificial intelligence? Why should you care about artificial intelligence? And I'm gonna leave that question for the next video. So Take care. See you next time.